Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates and anything and all things Ravens. Please make sure to keep subscribing to the channel and like the video. Let's dive into the latest news I have for you. So, we will get Parsons week 17 against the Packers. NFL blew up yesterday with that blockbuster trade. Micah Parsons was traded to the Packers for 2 first-round picks. What a fortune. I have my own opinions about it. I bet you it's the same as every Cowboys fan right now. It was horrible. Horrible trade. But, well, we get Micah Parsons, but not in the way we imagined. Ravens will face the Green Bay Packers week 17, the last few games of the season. Uh, we don't know where we're going to be that far into the season, where the Packers are, if Parsons is going to play even that point in the season, because as I keep mentioning, injuries do happen. But again, just keeping everyone updated on that hasn't heard the news already. But we do get Parsons week 17 against the Packers. So just glad that Parsons got paid the money that he wants, and I guess the Ravens still kind of get a chance at him. But this also brings up the question of should the Ravens still make some pursuits in the free agency. In my personal opinion, if we're still looking for an edge rusher, let's go for Jadeveon Clowney. Has been on the Ravens before, had a really great year on the Ravens. I knew he is up there in age, but he's knows the system. He knows the organization really well, and it's one of the places that he's predicted to go. Mind you, there's still a lot of football to play, and we haven't even gotten to week 1, so it might be a late addition signing if the Ravens do pursue this. But I am 100% behind this because I believe that Jadeveon Clowney would be a great veteran presence in the locker room again, especially for the young rookies like Mike Green. And I would absolutely love a little bit more veteran depth on the defensive line and at the edge position. Another free agency sign-up we could pick up, I kept mentioning this, Justin Simmons, free safety. Mind you, this will probably be a late addition free agency pickup, but I do believe that picking up Simmons as kind of a veteran mentorship position for a minimum deal would be a great pickup. It would do wonders for Malachi Starks and his development to have another veteran presence to kind of guide him a little bit. Mind you, Kyle Hamilton's right there. But for Justin Simmons has a lot more time in the league. I'm just throwing it out there that it's a possibility. Mind you, it wouldn't happen right now, but later on in the season, heck yeah. Because again, we don't know where what our team's going to look like heading into this season. I don't want to, jinx anything, knock on wood, but I'm just saying it in a reality perspective that there will be free agency pickups, and these are my top 2 choices, especially on the defensive side, of course. Offense, I don't. There could be some picked up for the offensive line. I don't see any more pickups for the wide receiver position, and especially not running back or quarterback. So I think we're pretty good there. It's just those defensive positions that I do believe that the Ravens are going to focus on a lot more. Mind you, we do have the depth for it. I just think that it wouldn't hurt to add a little bit more veteran presence than just Kyle Van Noy, who is one of the veteran leaders on the Ravens defense. Speaking of, on the topic of contracts here, so EDC also said the other day that talks are officially underway for contract negotiations for Lamar Jackson and Tyler Linderbaum, which confuses me a little bit here because, mind you, he had also mentioned that he likes to keep those talks private with any of his players. He doesn't like to leak anything or spread any gossip because he felt like it hurts, the business relationship between himself and the player. But, I mean, I could be totally wrong here. He, said the talks are officially underway, which is weird because at the same time, you don't really see, a contract negotiation with Lamar Jackson going smoothly. Perfect example is last season, or not last season, but the last time we had to do a contract negotiation with Lamar Jackson. Mind you, I think I've said this many times that the contract negotiations now are probably going to be a little bit more fluid because they both understand each other's side on the business perspective. But again, it's just weird to me that the talks are underway this close to the regular season. Mind you, I don't think Tyler Linderbaum has an agent, so he doesn't need to speak with Eric DeCosta directly during his contract negotiation, but Lamar Jackson doesn't have an agent. It's Lamar Jackson's. And Lamar Jackson has been very vocal about not talking about or any contracts negotiation with Eric DeCosta while the season is going on. So, I mean, obviously they probably have preliminary talks about this. I mentioned that they've had preliminary talks, but I think it's kind of misleading for Eric DeCosta to say, hey, like, talks are officially underway. But then it tells the fans, so what have you been, like, you said that there were preliminary talks at the beginning of the summer. Now you're saying that talks are officially underway, so we don't know where that stage is. Mind you, he said that he doesn't like to share any details. But as a fan, I want to know what's going on. I want to know if there's been any progress in those talks. I'm saying it from a fan's perspective. I want to know. Obviously, I'm not going to know. But I think it's kind of misleading for him to, say they're officially underway when they were preliminary at the beginning of the summer when the offseason was really rolling. Also, last thing here. So this dawned on me. No AFC North team has ever won the title 3 consecutive times. Bengals have done it. Have won the title twice. Steelers have won it twice. Browns have never won it, and the Ravens have won it twice consecutively. No team is in the AFC North has ever won the AFC North title 3 consecutive times. I think it's high time that curse is broken. Ravens have the team to be able to do it on paper. There's no reason for this team to be able to three-peat the AFC North title. Mind you, it's still we're not even in week 1 yet. We still have to get through the season first. But on paper, this team definitely has the capabilities of a three-peat. Mind you, that is not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on a bigger title. We're focusing on Super Bowl. Okay, even if we three-peat, it's like we got that job done. But we want bigger fish. We want the biggest one. We want the Super Bowl that has constantly eluded us all these years. And it's high time that we get over that. It will be great because then we go down in the history books as the first team in the AFC North to ever three-peat an AFC North title. But what's the point if it's not the biggest prize of them all? So, just my thoughts on this here. Thank you for tuning into Ravens today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the videos. I will catch you all later.